What's going on, people? How
I'm
you
good,
doing,
bro.
man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Go ahead, introduce yourself to the
Hey,
people real quick.
Ariane, Aaron Hagen, whatever you want to call me, man. I'm here. I'm just an ordinary dude, man.
We in the building, man. Look, this a unplanned episode, man. This man wanted to come on the podcast, man. He wanted to talk. Wanted to talk about his journey, and we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it, but like I don't ever dive straight
Yeah, yeah.
into it. Kind of get some icebreakers going. You a
For
sports
sure.
fan?
Love it.
Football? What's your team?
I really don't have a team. When it
You
comes
ain't got a
to
team,
when it
man.
comes to professional football, I don't have a team.
Put the
When
mic
it
up, brother.
comes to professional football, I don't have a team. I like I like
I'm a
I like a good game. I like play.
Shout out to well me I'm a dirty bird until the day I die. Shout out to the dirty
Okay,
birds.
okay,
This
okay,
year is our year. Rise
okay,
up, you
okay,
feel me?
okay.
But
College football,
now
man. I'm a Gator fan, bro. I'm a Gator fan, and I know it's hard for everybody to fathom a Georgia boy around here talking about he a Gator fan. I'm a Gator fan, though, dog. I'm sorry. I'm
ain't no
sorry.
wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with that. You been paying attention to the Shador
I
Sanders?
did. So I watched the highlights from the game last night. Bro was cooked,
He
bro.
showed up.
He
He
cooked,
showed
man.
up, man. They threw him in there with the starting offense, and he had I don't think he even ran with it because he a fourth he the fourth screen quarterback. I believe that was his first time running with the starting offense. If it wasn't his first, he only had like a
Yeah.
few reps with him, and he showed out, man. Yeah, he really he showed out, man. Like I don't know if they put him in a situation to
What
you know what I'm
happened to
saying.
Flacco? What happened to Joe
Flacco.
Flacco? When he supposed to be starting?
Well, they ain't gonna put they like
I mean, usually
they
how
they.
preseason work though, it'd be the starting quarterback the first quarter, second string, second quarter, third string, third quarter, and then you know what I mean?
I ain't with the detail. I just know the story around Shador. I'm following him. You know what I'm saying with the whole prime
Yeah.
situation because how they did him in
Uh
the draft, that was wicked to
very.
me, bro. Like I think he was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
top
definitely.
five. Like
Definitely.
he should have been on top five. But I like to see him like cause he not complaining. He keeping his
Humble,
head
man.
down.
He real humble dude.
He keeping it humble. He keeping it humble. And it's like he handling the situation. He probably handling that situation better than a bunch of men
That's right.
older than him would. You know what I'm saying? That just go to show what his father instilled into him.
That's
You can see it. Like you can see it in
that's a
real
fact.
time. The importance of speaking into your children because you can see the effect of prime in Shador and how he
Right.
carry himself
Fathers are
right now.
important,
Like
guys. And ladies.
mm,
Fathers are important.
I salute that man. For us, that's black excellence to its fullest.
Facts.
Prime, Prime just Prime just announced that he was battling I believe like a kidney cancer
Really?
or something like that. But he's cancer free. Uh, he cancer free. He gonna be with basically right now he ain't got a lot of control over his bladder, but he be like they gonna have a porta potty on the
Yeah.
sideline this year. He's still getting to it, man.
That's what's up.
So I salute the Prime family and what they stand for because
They hold everything, bro. Like,
confidence is a must. Like they didn't like the young boy confidence, and it's like no, our sons need to have confidence, especially as young black dudes. Confidence isn't
very
necessary.
necessary. It's
It's
very necessary. The same thing happened with Venus and Serena and they dad. You remember?
yeah,
I didn't really. I think I remember seeing pieces of the interview when she was a kid, the real one. But in the movie, the guy was asking her if she thought that she could beat somebody in a match, and she was like, yeah. And then he asked her again, and Dad stepped in and was like, "This girl done told you she could do it." You know what I mean? You
yeah.
trying to break her confidence. So that's all it is. They don't like to see the confidence, bro. But once you got it, you got it. You
No,
got
you
it
need
for
that
real.
confidence is a necessity. Like it's a whole lot going in the world. Like I said, I'm trying to get the juices flowing. I don't know. Is this
This is
your
the
first
very first
podcast?
podcast for me, bro. So
Yeah,
you,
so
so you, you breaking me in right now, bro. You breaking me
I
in.
gotta. You feel me? I gotta get it. I gotta get it because people get on this mic and they get not nervous, but it's like it seemed weird. You feel what I'm saying? it's different when you get in front of the camera and
I
get
ain't
to
tripping on
talking.
that, bro.
You ain't tripping.
Like I said, bro, it's a whole lot of God in me, bro. I don't pray and ask for
Yeah.
peace about everything. So like when the lights come on, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Like I'm ready.
All right, so we're gonna get into it, man. Recently, because you was telling me parts of your story behind the scenes, and recently you have lost your mother. How long
That
ago?
was a year ago, July
A year
29th,
ago.
2024. It's the day she passed away.
August. It's been 6 months for me since I lost my mother. But how was that? How has that journey been from then until now? Like, how was that journey of grief?
Um, the first day that I got the word that my mom had passed away, um, it felt so. It didn't feel real. It felt
Nah.
really like, oh, y'all playing, bro. Like y'all
Yeah.
messing with me. And then I'm in Atlanta. They called the people that I was working for at the time and say, hey, my mom just died. I gotta go back. So I jump in the truck and I'm trying to drive back home from North Atlanta, and the belt breaks on the truck in the middle of me going on the road. So instead of being able to go back and be with the family, you know what I mean, and really endure that and embrace that whole situation with everybody, I was stuck in Atlanta the whole day by myself, just trying to wrap my mind around it. I cried all day, bro. I cried all day because the moment I got back, once they fixed the truck and I was able to get back, the tears stopped. They ain't start again until the day of the funeral. And we took about 2 weeks to get everything situated because it was out of the blue. Um, I really don't think I still fully grieved. Yeah, bro. Everything been so boom, boom. Like she passed, came home. As soon as I got home, we was planning the funeral. We planned the funeral. And I was doing everything up until then. The day of the funeral, I'm smoking chicken. You know what I mean? So everybody could eat. And somebody asked, they was like, "Bro, you was cooking on the day?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." They was like, "Wow." But to me, I was like, "I'm just trying to stay busy." But to them, it was like somebody should have been doing that for you.
Yeah.
I ain't think about it like that. Um,
Nah. I feel you on that. Me personally, I didn't. I cried. I didn't hysterically cry like one would think. I was more in shock. You know what I'm saying? I was like, even when I called, because I had to call and tell my wife, and she was like, I was so calm that it didn't even register what I was saying. Cause I said it so calm. It was like, and even now, like I'm 6 months in, so of course I'm not.
right.
This is a process, man. But I'm starting with the heavy stuff. We're gonna get a little lighter.
I think
But
about her a lot, bro. I think about her a lot, and I embrace the memories, like even the hard ones. I embrace them because it's like that's still a moment of me being able to connect with her, even when she ain't here. You know what I mean? So even when I think about something, you know what I mean? Killer Mike got a song on his the Michael album, uh, talking about his mama and his grandma, how they passed away or whatever. And I'll play that song, and my homeboy was like, "Bro, how you listen to that after your mom passed away?" And I was like, "It's the only way that I can deal with it. I go at things head on. You know what I mean? Wanna, I don't want to push it to the side. I want to go ahead and attack it. That way, I don't know. I feel like it's making me stronger. It's scary. It's scary and it get hard sometimes. But like I said, I done been faced with so much adversity my whole life, and I feel like a lot of things that I done had to deal with up to her passing prepared me for her passing. Yeah. So
I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I don't think. I mean, I don't felt a lot of pain too, but it's like this situation. I think it was like the needle that broke The
Yeah.
haystack for me, my mother's death initiated a process that I know will forever change me. Like you said at the beginning of the episode that you know what I'm saying you got a lot of God, you got a lot of God in you. What does that look like as far as grieving? Like what does that look like in real time? You know what I'm saying? With your faith with God, with you knowing God exists, like what does it look like for you? You know what I'm saying? Walking that out with God
Under,
through this grief.
understanding, understanding that the way he move and the things that he do, we ain't gonna never understand. We can sit back all day and be like, why you had to take her? Why you did this? Why you did that? And the more I look at the situation as to what my mom was going through at the time, I could really say, God, thank you thank you, because now she ain't got to go through what she was going through no more. And she was fighting. She was fighting, but she had done lost whatever faith she had. She had a little bit left because she would talk about God all the time. So I knew he was still there with her. But God will take you out of something if you know you can't handle it, right or wrong.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what she was in a coma for a month. For
Yeah.
So she went in a coma July 4th. That night, she passed away on the 29th. So for 25 days, she was in a coma. And I think during that time, because after I sat down for a while and really thought about it, I think during that time she was walking with God. Every time we walked in the room, they would be like, "Oh yeah, she not saying nothing, but she'll open her eyes and she'll wiggle her toes, and I walk in and her toes will just be moving." And I'm like, I said, "She know we here. She letting us know that she see us, but I think she walking with God right now." I think when it came down to the end of it, it was, "All right, my child, you want to go back or you want to go with daddy?"
Mm. That's a good way to look at it. That's a positive way to look at it. I think 'cause I like what you said. Like we not know how like the Bible says God's ways and our ways is as far apart as
That's right.
heaven is earth. And that was painting a vivid picture that's very far. So okay, so we can't even fathom what's going on in the mind of God unless He gives us a glimpse. But for me, the death of my mother, like, cause I've always known, okay, God ways are higher than our ways. But what I came face to face with the reality is what this is initiating in me is the need to let go of the need to understand all the time when it comes to God, when it comes to His ways, when it comes to sometimes like speaking for me, and I know it's a lot of people watching, but I'm a control freak in a sense. I know I can't control God, but I like to have my hand on it. I like to be able to know, okay, if this fails, I can do this or this. I like to have a certain kind of control over situations, and it's like with the death of my mother and the pain that it caused in me and everything and the emotions that I can't control. Like I'm used to overcoming. I'm used to looking at stuff, hard stuff. I'm used to battling. I'm used to being a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that. But the death of my mother, the things like even now I don't understand, and it's like it's initiating a deeper trust in God. You know what I'm saying? That we don't have to always. You don't gotta always understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like we say we trust God, but certain situations test that, and it's
Very
like
much so.
trust doesn't
That's
need
right.
understanding.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like as long like because I'm not trusting in what God can do. I'm trusting in who He is. I'm trusting in His heart. Just like I'm trusting that He's a father. I'm His son, and He will never lead me off. He will never lead me in the wrong direction, and He will protect me. He will provide me. I gotta trust in who He is, even when I don't
That's it.
understand it, and that's not
That's
easy. If you aren't like,
It's
at least
not,
for
bro.
me,
It's not. You gotta
you
learn
know what I'm
because,
saying?
like you said, something. We as men, And it ain't just you, it's men, period, bro. We're used to being in control and having a say so or in something. If we're that type of man, let me say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we want to be in control of things and want to know that we could stand up and handle anything, any situation that arises. But how it works with God is we gotta surrender, bro. Whether we you know what I mean think we should or not. I don't care how manly you are, bro. At some point, we have to submit to God. You know what I mean? We gotta submit to Him.
I think, but that's to get into that place. For some people, maybe it don't take that much, but it's usually a process. It got like now, like God usually has to take us, men and women, to a place to where all plans, like Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, like you're basically put into a situation where God is
Oh
the only
goodness.
option, and it's like, and it's like, I mean, I think that's the most because you have to come to the end of yourself, and
Yeah,
it's a
oh yeah,
process.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Especially if
Fact,
you're a fighter, especially if you grew up like us, and like no, we gonna make
facts,
a way, we gonna get it
facts.
out the mud, but it's like some things, some things bring you face to face with your humanity, and that's a
That's right.
good place. That's a good
That's right.
place. You know what I'm saying? That's an honest place because you come to a place when you let God. If you don't do this, you don't hear my heart. If you don't move in a way that only you can move,
I don't
I don't
know,
know. I might lose my
bro,
mind, God.
bro. I'm
You
glad you. I'm
know what I'm
glad you
saying?
said all of that, man. So to get into the journey first, to get into the place where we decide to submit, I'm gonna tell you about me. Um, I've been running from God for a long time, bro. I've been running. Let me tell you. Let me say it again. I've been running from God for a long time. And I've been running because I felt like I could do it myself. Everything that I seen, all the corruptness in the church, watching my mom and my grandma, still facing with that now. Like my mom devoted her life to the church. You know what I mean? And then she got to a point where she stopped believing, and then she started trying to believe again, and then she died. You feel me? My grandma been giving her last to the church faithfully. And there were times she needed help and the church couldn't do nothing to help her. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that I went through as a kid that I was like, when I got older, was like, man, God, ain't no way, bro. Like you telling me you really rocking with me like this, but you letting all of this happen. My grandma going through this. My mama just died and she been talking about you forever. You know what I mean? How you expect me? Nah, I'm finna do this on my own. You know what I mean? So you go and you go and you go and you out here running this race, and I'm like, hey, but I got the determination. I got the mindset. Long as I get up and I put my best foot forward every day, I'm gonna make this happen. And eventually you start realizing that God is in you, right? God is in you. If we're created in his image, he is in us. He lives in us, right? I got to that point where I was like, all right, I know he live in me. So there's nothing that I can't grasp. There's nothing that I can't do. So I started speaking things into existence. Lord, I'm gonna get in the truck today and I'm gonna just make it happen. And I know you with me. And I would get in the truck and guess what? It would start happening. It would start happening. But the bigger, the larger goals that I was trying to get to, I would get close enough to them just to touch it, just to smell it, close enough to taste it, and then boom, nothing. And
I,
then that's when I realized we can run and we can say we're gonna do all of this stuff and everything and be in control to get all of this. But until you fully submit to him, that's how you fully submit by going through, like you said, plan A, plan B, plan C, and really realizing, hey, bro, I keep doing it and I can't. What's the missing factor? The all. El Shaddai. Elohim. You know what I mean?
so you say you seen all these things with the church, like so being that being that you seen those things, and like I tell everybody, like Church
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are human. You know what I'm saying? No, the church isn't bad, but just like any other establishment, it's human. And it's like I think I think why people get why we get caught up the whole church hurt thing, and it's a real thing. But then I'm gonna ask you like we get caught up because I guess it's this expectation that we have on I guess the church and people in church, and I got stories too. Like I've seen people that preach on the pulpit, and you feel me, and then go
Yeah.
go trick. I've seen it, so it's like and it's like I want to know after seeing all that and seeing all like like when did you like how did you even get back here? Because me thinking you seeing that you would have just said bump turn your back. I don't
I
want no parts
did.
of that. How you end up back
Bro,
here?
I turned my back for years, bro. I'm 38.
What was the
The
turning
turning
point then?
point was
What you
tired of always getting there and not achieving. So a friend of mine sent me a TD Jakes sermon from Father's Day. Right? I
Yeah.
listened to the Father's Day sermon and everything he was talking about, I was like, bro, he thought this dude was talking to me. This dude is talking to me. So I played it again. And like I said, he was talking to me. But then I chilled out on it. The next couple of days, I turned another TD Jakes sermon on, and everything he was saying was resonating with me. And I was like, bro, is God trying to talk to me? God trying to talk. And I've always been a big praiser, but I didn't realize it. Let me tell you something. I love music. Music is in my bones. If you put me in a booth with a microphone and a 5 beat, bro, I come alive. You know what I mean? I'm a totally different person. You put me on stage, I'm a totally different person. And it's not because I'm just looking for the light or whatever. It's because it's naturally in me. I remember riding in the car one day, coming from Warner Robins. I think my daughter had a softball game that day. Me, my wife, and my son. We on the way back from Warner Robins, and we playing gospel music the whole time. Bro, I'm bumping. I'm in there. You know what I mean? And when I get into it, I don't care I listen to gospel music and nod to it and bounce like people listen to the Jada Kiss or Nas or Outkast. You know what I mean? So I'm in there and I'm singing every word to every song. And before I know it, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to I think it was Let Go and Let God. And I'm sitting here and I'm just vibing and I'm going in. And the next thing you know, I feel a hand on my shoulder. And I turn around and look, I'm praising so hard. Everybody in the car got their hands on me and they crying. And I'm trying to figure out like, what's going on? Y'all all right? And they were, you know what I mean? They crying hard, like, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then I just got to thinking about it, like, bro, I've been praising God and I ain't even realize it. I just like to sing. I like to sing. I love music. You know what I mean? But getting into it the way that I get into it, bro, we crank some music up. It's on a whole nother level. Uh, a lot of the sermons TDJ's been preaching about that I've been listening to have to do with David. You know what I mean? And how when he was up in the hills, God said that David wasn't perfect by no means. You know what I mean? He was a sinful person. Yeah, I love his story too, man. Well, he was a sinful person, but guess what? When he was by himself, he was dancing. He was giving God praise out all by himself, and he
Yeah.
ain't even realize he just loved to sing and give God praise. And this is why he was chosen. This is why he was favored so much. You know what I mean? Because he was doing all that, and he didn't even realize it. He was just like
David was a man after God's
after his heart.
own heart. Man after God's own heart. Uh, you say you've been running from God for a long time. So you basically in your prodigal son journey right now. You basically because prodigal son left, he came back, and okay, being that you say you ran for a long time, now you back, now you here.
Trying to
What
be. Let
is
me put emphasis on that because I am
you
not
here?
perfect at all,
No,
bro.
you
And
know that don't mean like no you
yeah,
but you here because you counted, but you because you say you love David. I love David. The reason I love David, okay, uh, if you read the Psalms, especially the ones that David wrote, uh, if you notice, if you want to see humanity in the Bible, go
but
to Psalms because you got you got times where David's saying, "I will praise you. The Lord is my strength and my
yeah,
refuge." Then you got Psalms where David is saying, "Lord, how long? Like answer me." Like you see David crying out, like, Lord, answer me, crying out, like, where
yeah,
are you, Lord? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he got times where he's saying, like I said, I will praise you. You are my refuge. You are my strength. He's doing this. He's doing this. And to me, like, it's the most beautiful picture of
yeah.
humanity because, like you said, you've been running for a long time. Now you here. You know what I'm saying? And you being here has nothing to do with you being perfect because, first of all, like, it's not by strength
That's
or
right.
by power, but by his spirit, says the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And it's a journey
That's right.
with
That's
him, you know what
right.
I'm saying? Of honesty, of transparency. Now don't get me wrong, like sin is sin, wrong is wrong. But it's like it's not you're not gonna get to the place of because first of all, we're not getting to a perfect until
That's
God
right.
cracked the sky.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This life is a journey, an ongoing process. I salute you for uh even being here at this moment. It's a pivotal moment, and especially for people watching. Like, how long would you say you ran from God if you had to give it a number? Guesstimation, roundabout.
I'm 38, bro. I've been on my own since I was 18, 19, 20 years, bro. 10 years.
So you say so you've been running with God since you was about 20
Uh,
years. That's a long time. You feel what I'm saying? So when you say running from God, does that mean like you wasn't
I
praying
would
or no, like
I
or you
would
wasn't
pray,
believing or what?
but I didn't feel worthy because I knew I was running. You know what I mean? There would be times that I would get vulnerable and I'd say, God, just help me. Like
So when you say running, what you
not
mean?
not really looking to him to answer anything for me, to do anything for me. I come from a place where I had to literally get it out the mud. You know what I mean? My father was very strongly addicted to drugs, you know what I mean? So he wasn't a valuable player, MVP in my life. You know what I mean? I've been surrounded by a whole bunch of corruptions. I was the wheat amongst the weeds. Let's say that.
Mm.
Um, everything around me I feel like was meant to tear me down or to break me, and because I'm used to dealing with things trying to tear me down and break me, I just got used to not looking for anyone that helped save me
So you wasn't denying the existence of God. You just wasn't expecting God
at all.
to help you.
And then a lot of the things that I had done over the years, you know what I mean? We do things in our past that have us like, man, God, I don't even know why I'm sitting here praying. I, I ain't even worthy for you to even be answering my prayer right now. You know what I mean? A lot of times we talk ourselves out of things when he just waiting on us to talk to
And see, I see now that's because that is what I that's
him.
hopelessness to because you wasn't denying God presence. I mean you weren't denying God existence. You was just
Like, nah, I got it, pops. I
okay.
got it, dad. Like saying like a child growing up with a father and saying, I got it. I got it. Let me do it. I got it. That's basically what I was telling God.
So And I mean that's honest. I salute you. I think we all deal with that. I think that's where I mean we say it all the time, but it's like a lot of people. It's an old thing, but people say I got to get myself together, then I'm gonna go to church, and it's like that is that's never the
Uh,
case. And going back to the like that will never be the case. Like you will never get yourself together and then
that's
come
right.
to God. This is the beauty of it. This is this is why we do this. It's like especially when you reach a point like we was talking about earlier, when you reach a point where you see the limitations of your strength and you reach a point to where, okay, God, if you exist, if you hear me, I
Yeah,
need you now. Because if you don't come through now, then I may very well lose my mind. And it's like, but the beauty of it is like Jesus says, "Come to me, all
that's right.
those who weary, and I will give you rest for your soul." Like that's to me, that's the biggest part. At the end of the day, like I believe, like we going after money, we going after careers, we going after callings, but at the end of the day, our soul screams
That's
for
it.
peace. It's the single most valuable thing that exists in life today. Is peace. You got billionaires and millionaires commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? You got people on the outside look like they got their thing together, but no peace. You know what I'm saying? Jesus say, "I offer you peace, not as the world gives."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus also promised, like, so it ain't no mistake in this life. You will have trials and tribulation. Like I promise you, you're
that's
gonna go
right.
through some hell. So this ain't like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But I offer you peace. You know what I'm saying? Even in hell, even as you go through struggle. Like I say like this pain right now for me, uh, is it's a bunch of things and the death of my mother just broke everything. And it's like, but I can honestly say, you know what I'm saying? It don't take away
Oh,
the pain that it hurt. Sometimes I'm confused, but I recognize the peace of God in the
that's right.
situation. You know what I'm saying? That without it, I really could have went a whole nother route.
That's
People don't even
right.
understand. It was like when I lost my mother, it seemed like I lost some relationships. It seemed like when I needed people
It
the most,
wasn't
they
there.
wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody, because there was some people there. You know, I thank God for that. But it seemed like some people who I depended on being there, it wasn't. And that's a whole nother heartbreaking. But you said something like, you'll be surprised. You didn't deny the existence of God, but you wasn't expecting him to come through. And I say that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And it's that's a bad feeling. It's better to not
Yeah,
believe in God than it's better to not believe God exists than to believe God exists but not
very
believe that
true.
He will come through for me. That you know what I'm saying? First of all, that's the biggest lie. But it's like that is a form of hopelessness because if you believe God exists but you don't believe that He'll come through for you, then that means the only form the only person who can fix the situation won't. In your mind, that's a different kind of pain. That's a different kind of depression. But you will be surprised how many people who go to church every Sunday, who go to church every Sunday and will pray, but in their hearts, they won't tell you because it's embarrassing. Or not even embarrassing, it's shameful. But in their hearts, they will pray, but it's prayer out of tradition. Like I go to
Like
the
I'm gonna
gym
just do it
three
just
days a
because
week.
I'm
It's a routine. I don't I don't really expect.
nothing from it.
I don't expect, and that's that is a different kind of hopelessness. You know what I'm saying? And it's like anybody watching this is like,
This
go
was
ahead.
crazy about that. It is definitely uh hopelessness, right? But then I get up the next day, just like, all right, I prayed. I don't expect them to come through. I'm finna get up and I'm finna make this happen. And I'll go and I'll make it happen. So now I'm sitting here like, Am I doing this whole time? God been with me the whole time. When I look at my circumstances, bro, on where I came from when I was a child to where I am now, before I started taking this journey with God, bro, my life has done nothing but got better in every season, in every season. And there was always some rough patches, and there was always, you know what I mean, the bumpiest to bumpy, but I was always determined, hey, I'm finna get up and make something happen. I'm finna get up and make
Yeah.
something happen. And I got up every day with that on my mind. Even I started a job, Cisco Foods, when I used to live in Atlanta. They would give me the hardest routes. I'm going downtown Atlanta, backing up in the dark garages, delivering to the W Hotel and to all the big hotels and stuff downtown. But I'm running this stuff. Sorry, my bad. Hey, he working on me, y'all. But I'm running this stuff, right? And I'm like, and I get back and they like, where you was at today? Downtown. Oh man, I was like, boy, they can't stop me, bro. I walked in there so ready one day, man. He handed me some paperwork and he started laughing. And I was like, what? He was like, good luck with that. And I was like, bro, let me tell you something. I'm a king, bro. There ain't nothing you finna hand me or give me that's gonna break me. I'm finna run through this shit. And when I get back, I'm gonna be looking for you to give me another one tomorrow. And I know y'all gonna keep
Yeah.
giving them to me because you know I'm gonna get it done. So y'all can't break me. And that's been my mindset forever.
But
Forever. So that's God. That's
that's
him
biblical. I mean,
giving me that.
I'm about to say, because in the Bible it says, "As a man
Yeah.
thinketh, so is he." And it's like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, even like you mentioned TD Jakes, but at the end of the day, this is where the battlefield at. You know what I'm saying? The battlefield is in the mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why it says renew your mind, because you gotta think. You gotta think on a God frequency. You know what I'm saying? I am
That's
above and
right.
not beneath. I am the
That's
head and
right.
not the tail. I am a king. I am a
Right.
king. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like that's because we look at science, we look at all these things, and it's like science even proves the truth of
That's right.
God. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people can look at science like you don't got to be scared of it, because it's only proven. A lot of science only
That's
proves what
right.
the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? And even when you hear people talk about things like the law of attraction and stuff like that, and it's like if you look into it, what they saying, they basically taking from the Bible and not giving God the credit, but it's like it really
Yeah.
is true, because if you even look at Job said, "What I feared the most came upon me." It is like you can dwell on a thing so much, you know what I'm saying, that it comes into fruition. Like I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen family members with my own two eyes. I've seen it who got in so deep dark depression. You know what I'm saying? They thought they had like they thought they had cancer. Like one person I'm talking about, they thought they had cancer, and they was so convinced of it that their body start. I
We
I believe
have
they
the
did
power to
until
create.
until they went to the doctor and got like something happened, and they had to go to the doctor, and the doctor said no, there's no cancer there. So the whole time, like literally, the way like they're they're thinking that they had this disease, like their body began to shape into that. They begin to look like it. You know what I'm
Started in the
saying?
mind.
So it's like if you think like if you that's what a stronghold is. A stronghold is just the devil got you locked in into a wrong way of thinking. Just like you were saying, like I believed in God, but I didn't expect God.
Up through.
That's a trap. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the devil got you thinking in this way. You know what I'm saying? Luckily you here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
obviously it didn't work, but it's like the the biggest battle is right here. That's why we got to read that Bible. That's why we got to stay in the
That's
prayer,
right.
because like truly, as a man thinketh, so is he. Like look, like what you dwell on, what you constantly think about. You know what I'm saying? What you constantly ruminating and overthinking
Right.
about. If it's the wrong thing, and you stay dwelling on it, it's like you bringing
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We talked about that last podcast. It's like what's in here, like
You
eventually
gonna
it's gonna
come
be
out
out
there.
here.
You got
You
to
feel what I'm
change
saying?
your heart. You got to change your mind about everything. I'm practicing forgiving. I am not practicing. Let me not say that. I am forgiving a lot of people that I said I wasn't gonna never forgive, bro.
You got to.
Yeah,
It'll kill you.
yeah. I listened to something the other day. The guy said, me and my dad usually go to this place, to different places, and God has given us the power to heal people. And he said, I could feel my hands warm, burning or whatever. He said we walked in and we saw this lady, and we was talking to her and we laid hands on her, and he said God gave him, or he said God
Demonic
ministered to
associate.
him and told him, he was sensing she had hate in her heart. So he told the lady, you should, anybody that you know what I mean, you dislike, you not forgiving about. She was like, no, I ain't thought about nothing. He said, God told us her ex-husband. He said, what about your ex-husband? And she went off. Oh, F them, boom, 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 all that went off. And he was like, oh my God, ma'am. And he was like, well, listen to me. God says if you forgive him, he can heal you. And she said, well, God just gonna have to forgive me when I get there, cause I ain't forgiving. They came back 2 days later. She had told the family, I don't want to see them. She died 5 days later. Five
Mm.
days later, or after they, you know what I mean, they doing the funeral, she had a 14-year-old son. The son came to the pastor or to the same guy and asked him, you know what I mean? So what did they talk about? He told him what they talked about, and the son said, so you mean to tell me she hated him more than she loved me? You had a
Mm.
chance to change it, but you hated him so much.
Forgiveness is that's it. Forgiveness is
Very
necessary.
much
And the
so.
thing is like forgiveness doesn't like it doesn't mean like you have to forgiveness doesn't always mean
Nah.
reconnection.
Yeah,
Sometimes they stay over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
want you to be
But
all
forgive
right though. I hope you and look, I hope anybody that I've had any bad whatever with know right now, if you watching this, look, I love you. I want your table to be full. You feel me? I want your table to be full and I want you to feast like kings. I forgive you. I hope you forgive me. You know what I mean? And let's live this life and enjoy it. Don't be wishing nothing bad on nobody, bro, cause that stuff always end up coming back to you. You know what I mean? That stuff will come full circle. But yeah, I'm letting go of all of that stuff that I've been holding on to. And it's been a lot, bro. We could sit, matter of fact, I wish we had the time, boy. We could sit here and talk for hours, bro. I promise you we can talk for hours about this.
man. No, cause like no, that's you have to
Yeah.
let go. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta forgive. Cause even the Bible says like you forgive so that your heavenly Father
Exactly.
forgive you. The longer you hold on to forgiveness, like you literally
That's
stopping
right.
your blessing. And we're not even talking about what it does to your body. You know what I'm saying? Like unforgiveness
Man,
affects your body, your mental. You know what I'm saying? And it's
everything.
like it's cliche, but unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting other person to die. And it's like half the time you holding something against somebody and they really out there living their
Exactly.
best life. Like
Exactly.
like 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 they cool. They're not even thinking about you, but you miserable. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't let this thing go. Nah, forgiveness is like one of the most like necessary things there is. You know what I'm saying? Especially because for me, like I started being able to forgive when I started getting closer to God. When I started first when I started to see myself, I said, okay, God, you this like if you this patient with me, you feel what I'm saying? If you can be this patient with me, if you can be this understanding with me, then I can do it
Facts.
for others. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
Facts.
what I'm saying? If God can forgive this nigga,
Facts.
you know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Then I have no right to hold it on
Nobody else.
nobody else. Like I said, now that don't mean we reconciling. Like certain cases maybe. Sometimes I might say you stay over there, but
I
I
wish
wish the
the
best
best
for you
for
for
you.
real.
I want your
You know
table
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
full,
Because
bro.
like, nah, cause like you gotta You gotta live, bro. You like, bro, hope, bitterness, unforgiveness, boy, high blood pressure, disease, like certain emotions, like unreleased in your body, literally cause disease. That's
That's a
medically
fact.
proven. Stress,
Fact.
unforgiveness,
Oh,
all that.
bro, you hit that
You
on the
feel me?
head. I feel that. I definitely feel that because the stuff I was going through. But now that I've let a lot of stuff go, I'm smiling a lot. 'Cause I'm realizing peace, man. The peace I've been asking for. You know what I mean? And there's other ways that I'm getting that peace too, because God will bring you out of things to give you that peace. You know what I mean? That was another famine that we were talking about behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Another famine was peace. There was no peace.
Mm.
And one thing that was said is you can't have peace when there ain't peace around you. You can't be creative and constructive and everything that God needs you to be when there's always disruption, when there's always chaos around you. You have to get to a place where there's peace, there's tranquility, so that you can be everything that you need to be. So that was some behind the scenes talk though. Gotta
No, that's
move you.
facts. No, that's
Gotta
that's
move you when
real.
he need to move you, especially if he got something.
Oh
If
no,
he got something for you to do.
no that and like he'll definitely relocate you. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's not always easy. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, most of the time, all the time, like growth requires uh
Sacrifice.
sacrifice and the ability the you have to learn how to let go of what was to embrace what is, and
That is
that's not
not
easy.
easy.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let go of the familiar, embrace the unknown, and it's like and it's like even what you're saying, the peace. It was like why I said peace is the most valuable commodity on earth right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we try to buy peace, we try to smoke peace. You know what I'm saying? We try to chase that bag for peace, post on social media. But all these are synthetic pieces, they're fake pieces.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? They'll give you it. They like they'll give you what you're looking for a
That's right.
brief moment, and then you searching
That's
again.
right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I truly like. At the end of the day, I believe all humans are searching for God. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to put it in a word, every human being is searching for peace. That's why we like the joints. That's why we drink the liquor. You feel what I'm saying? That's why. That's why our social media following is everything
Yeah.
to us, or our business that we're building. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with building a business. There's nothing wrong with being successful. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I think if you searching for if you seeking for all that outside of God, that's when it becomes dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said it in one of my songs. I said we need love. So since we need love, we
Mm,
fiend drugs. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? It's like yeah, it's like bro, peace. The peace to even sleep.
Facts.
Some people can't some people can't sleep unless they high. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't eat unless they high. You know what I'm saying? And it's like at the end of the day, like I think I know that's what we all searching for. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Rest. And Christ said, I will give you
For your
rest
soul.
for your soul. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like once you live a little bit, I'm be real. Like it don't really hit you when you young, but once you live a little bit and like somebody like us who done lost their mothers or who done
Yeah.
felt real pain. When you read in the Bible and and they say at the end God will wipe every tear from your eyes, that verse hit way different when you done felt some real
That's
pain.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. I thought my mom dying was gonna be one of the hardest things I ever had to face, bro. I actually my aunt was at the funeral. She got up You know what I mean? She read the stuff off of the obituary, and then she got done, and she looked over at me. I was one of the pallbearers too at my mom's funeral. So she looked over at me and she was like, Aaron. And I was like, and I just got up and walked up there. And I got up there and I said what I needed to say, but I was, man, I've been dreading this day for so long. And then what's crazy, I thought that was one of the hardest things I was gonna have to face. My nephew, let me say this. I have cousins that call me uncle. All right. My cousins, they baby cousins, they call me uncle. So my nephew, who's my cousin, but he called me uncle, passed away this year. Um, July, no, May 29th. My mom passed away July 29th, 2024. He passed away May 29th, 2025. Exactly a month later. My mom's birthday was May 20th. He died 9 days after my mom's birthday. Mother's Day was on what, 15th, something like that.
Something.
So trying to
Yeah.
process, this has been a crazy year. Trying to process Mother's Day. It's the first Mother's Day without my mom. Getting to her
Mine too.
birthday, trying to process that, and then making it through that, and then the 29th hearing, hey, there was something happened with Landon. We got to get to the hospital. So I'm rushing to the hospital to get there. And when I pull up, my cousin outside falling over the fence. And I knew right then he was gone, bro. So now I'm looking for his mama because I'm like, wait a minute. And that still was another thing where I was like, and you keep telling me to trust you. You keep telling me to look to you and that you gonna make everything all right. But this baby ain't deserve that. He was 4 years old, man. He was 4. And he had more life than me, bro. When I tell you personality or get up on stage, he wanted to be a preacher, bro. He
How
4.
old was
He was 4. If you get a chance, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link and show you some videos. But I'm gonna say this real quick. This boy has so much life in him, everything that I ever wanted to be, that I could be, that I know is in me, he was doing. At 4 years old, bro, he changed lives. This kid changed lives. At 4 years old, I get emotional about this because that was my guy. All right, that was my dude, right? And I wanted to get up and say something at his funeral, but losing him hit a lot harder to me than losing my mom. And I look at it, so I had to find a way to process this and really be like, all right, God, you don't make no mistakes. And that's what I gotta tell my cousin, but she like, what you mean? It's my baby. How you, but she got the best spirit in the world because she laughing about stuff and she keeping herself up, you know what I mean? And we all around there losing it, everybody losing it, and she being the rock for everybody. She laughing about stuff, she making jokes about stuff. And when I finally sit down and I think about it, the race we running is to ultimately be with God in the end, right? Do you think that's what it is? It's to actually be in his presence, to be done, because this world is evil. This world is an evil place, right? It's corrupt, everything. So if the ultimate goal is to be with him at the end of it, then the way I look at things with what happened with my nephew Landon, Amir Wilkerson, He lapped all of us, bro. He ran past every last one of us and made it to the finish line. He ain't got to go through none of the stuff that we done been through. He ain't got to face none of the other stuff. The heartache from a man. He made it through all of that, bro.
I mean, that's a good way to. It's a
My
good way to
bad,
look
bro.
at it. I mean, no. At the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, how do you tell a mother that God don't make mistakes, or the 4-year-old child, which God doesn't make mistakes, but at that moment, I don't really have no words because truthfully, I don't
Yeah.
understand either. I don't. I can't like. I trust God just like the next person, but I can't tell you I understand why that 4-year-old baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. At the end of the day, like how do we trust God when it don't make
Don't make
sense?
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because and that's when it comes into play. I tell anybody, okay, God didn't just tell you He loved you. He
That's
showed
right.
you. He gave you a vivid picture, and if you ever doubt it, I want you to go. I want you to look at that cross. I want you to look at that man on that cross, and I want you to see him brutally beating, butt naked. I want you to see that picture, that gruesome picture, because that little picture they show us, no, that one, he was beaten till he was unrecognizable. I want you to like this is the picture of God's love because it says while we were sinners, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Christ
right.
died for us. This is the God that we serve. Like, and this is this is the love that you can trust. When you don't understand, you can trust His heart. His heart is this. God's heart is this. Like the prodigal son came to himself, and he was on his way back to the Father. He was on his way back home. And the Bible says the Father saw the Son a ways off. So the Son wasn't even back yet. The Son wasn't clean. He wasn't like the Son was still dirty. The Son was still in his mess. The Son may have like, he was still dirty. He was still in addiction. He was still struggling with whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And the Father saw him on his way back. Not here, not there, not even cleaned up yet. And he ran to him. This in moments like that because I can't tell you. I'm asking the same thing like
Yeah.
why God. I would ask the same thing like why like but at the end of the day, He don't make mistakes. At the end of the day, we don't know why, but one thing we do know is that He loves us. And life gonna test that every chance He get. And like we coming toward the end. 'Cause like, yeah, we got an hour. But if you don't remember anything, like you, if you don't, if you're not sure of nothing, be sure of this. That be sure of
That's
the
right.
love of God, because that's gonna take you through
That's right.
life. If if you're not sure, like you were saying earlier, I'm not sure God will come. If you're not sure that God loves you,
That's
He
real.
sees you. He's not surprised in whatever state you're in. I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human father, a sinful father. I'm flawed. I'm flawed
That's
beyond flawed. But I would never I would give my life right now for any one of my kids. I will and I will give everything I have not to see them hurt. That like God is our father. He's our king, he's our Lord, he's our savior. But it's a reason why he used the term father. We can relate to it. We make it too deep. You're a father. You have a child. So
what you would
imagine
do for your
when you see your child, you mean to tell me that we as humans believe we're better fathers than God Almighty, and we do without thinking, without thinking. Like I know I get a world for my child, and I don't care what your child do. If you a real one, I don't care what your child do. Like there is no unloving my child. There is no. But in religion, in religion, in religion, we look at it like this. Oh, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? God, my father ain't gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? My father gonna
Yeah.
kick me out. Like, what are we accusing
Yeah.
God of? It's
That-
like it's not. And then I got you. It's not excusing sin. It's not saying you can live any
Yeah.
kind of way you want to. But it's like, what are we accusing God of? You know what I'm saying? When we believe that, okay, I'm not even worthy to talk to you because I messed up. What kind of father have we painted God to be? If we call him father, then what kind of father are we painting him to be? You know what I'm saying? That's what like we got to get a new perspective of how we
It
see God
starts
as a
with the
father.
changing of our mind, bro. With the changing
Yeah.
of our mind. I wanted to say this. You said, I did something. My dad gonna kick me out. My father gonna kick me out. When we
Yeah.
think about things, the devil was a rebellious child because he's still a child of God. When we look at
Yeah.
it, you know what I mean, and how him and the rest of his crew got kicked out. You know what I mean? They were
Yeah.
rebellious children. You was a rebellious child, and now he
Yeah.
down here still being a rebellious child. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. He don't tell me what to do, and I'm gonna try to take all the ones that he think is good, and I'm gonna turn them and make them what I want them to be.
Yeah, well, that's true. The devil Satan. We're gonna go into part two because we
That's
about over an
all.
hour. But we
I
that's
got
a
some
whole
word,
nother
bro.
story.
I got some word for you, bro. I swear I do.
That's a whole nother story about
Facts.
Satan. Because Satan, the devil hates us, and it's like it's we know in parts. See, Satan knows
Facts.
the truth. Because first of all, like Satan was first named Lucifer, and now he don't know everything about it. Like Satan knows
Yeah.
the truth. You know what I'm saying? Satan knows, like he was
Facts.
there with God. You know what I'm saying? So he's not. He hates us because we're often like, mankind is almost his
Yeah.
replacement. Like he knows what's ahead of us. He knows the goodness of. That's why he attacks here. God don't love you. Like say, why you praying? Like why would you expect? Because I know what I did. Why
Facts.
would you pray to? You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? That's all
Facts.
Satan. God was like, no, God, no. Come to me dirty, filthy. I'm a change because it's in that love that you change. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's through that relationship. But you got any final remarks for this? We're gonna do a part two of this. You know, we like to keep it at an hour.
Nah, bro. Hey, I appreciate you having me on, dog. Like, especially last minute. You feel me?
Yeah, it was
Like,
like,
I
yeah,
just called out the blue, like, hey, bro, I'm trying to do a podcast. You was like, bet. Basically, bet. Let's do it. Yeah, so
yeah, you
I
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
appreciate it, man. I'm glad we were able to get a lot of this out. You know, I feel
It's good,
like
man. It was powerful.
this finna be a game changer for both of us, bro. And it's starting here. This is gonna be a game changer for both of us, bro.
Nah, it's
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful, man.
yeah.
It's beautiful. I just let God move. But look, man. This is No Labels Podcast. We had a surprise episode today. You know what I'm saying? It was powerful, it was deep, you know what I'm saying? It was emotional, it was real. So yeah. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all got something from it, man. This is No Labels Podcast. Got my man
Aaron Hagen.
Aaron
Whatever
Hagen
you
in the
wanna call me.
building. No Labels, we out of here.
Appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.